typical. Body of a tourist, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. Certainly not the start they envisioned for themselves. Losers in 2 out of their first 3 games, including falling short last week. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw. Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Stafford. Connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. Play action. Now Richardson. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Colts, 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards. 1st down, Colts.
They go play action with Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's killing my clock right now for them.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down. at the 8-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't get it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And some room to run now. And the Colts pick. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
2nd and 11.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Now we're moving the bridge. Talk about now we're doing it bridge.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Richardson back to throw it. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Given 5 yards there, it'll bring up second down.
Kobe Turner on the tackle. A 5-yard gain brings up second down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Richardson working from the gun. And this taken in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Yards pickup. And the Colts first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Fighting him off. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves them in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming. On the counter, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Rams had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you were spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Back to throw, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
That's good for the Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run itself.
2nd and 5.
2nd down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the Rams are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Rams 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now it's Richardson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
Richardson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that we need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They might keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And shoves him off at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Colts first down.
He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why
On the option left, Richardson. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
9-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
Now Williams running left. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Play action. Stafford. Over the middle, complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Colts 39 yards.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 to the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up.
Williams loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
This pass caught. It's Woods. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackled by Chris Paul Jr.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 95 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
First down, Colts.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
At the 40-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Colts first down.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second down at the 21-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
Anthony Richardson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39.
Now Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
4th down.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. Here's Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Brings up third down.
Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be fourth down.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after the conversion on fourth, here's first and 10 just outside of the red zone. Throwing again at Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Colts, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.